Hello there, guys, and welcome to Daily Updates. Lately, the Deputy President of South Africa has been making the headlines in regards to a very expensive house that is located in Constantia. While that house is reportedly valued around 30 million rands. A very expensive house, and when you look at the salary of a deputy president is around 3 million. So people have been talking about the fact that how is this house so expensive and Paul Mashatile is living there? Well, finally, SABC got the opportunity to interview Paul Mashatile about this expensive mansion in Constantia. And immediately that interview really took a very interesting turn because I believe that even the journalists thought they finally caught Paul Mashatile is going to answer. But little did the journalists know that Paul Mashatile was ready. He was well prepared to give that journalist the taste of his own medicine. Well, let us look at that interview and what transpired. So this is the interview in question that was done by the SABC, and I want us to have a listen at the answers of Paul Mashatile in relation to this question of a big mansion in Constantia. Have a listen.
President, please indulge me on this one. I'm sure you are aware of the reports that have been circulating, particularly with regards to the declaration that you made in Parliament with regards to the properties that you owned. The issue that perhaps South Africans are concerned about is there seems to be an allegation that senior government officials are using their positions to amass wealth and live in luxury. What is your response, particularly as it pertains to you?
What properties do I own?
The one in Constantia that you declared in Parliament?
No. People must read. That's just first thing you must learn in life. There's nothing in Parliament that I said I own a house. I said.
Well, sorry to pause, but the first thing you listen and hear from Paul Mashatile is a direct hit at the journalist. People must read. So basically it's just saying you don't have all the information, you don't read.
I said I live there. That house is owned by my son-in-law. It's a very simple thing to read. So what's the problem?
Well, Mr. Paul Mashatile, maybe the problem there would be, who is this son-in-law and how rich is he to be owning a 30 million rands mansion in Constantia? Which the house in which you live at. You don't live at your own house and you live at that mansion valued at 30 million rands. I mean, he says the man doesn't read. Of course, it's fine. You have your own opinion. He doesn't read. He doesn't have the whole information. But really, your son-in-law, let us listen.
The allegations, Deputy President, that government officials are using their positions in government to amass wealth for their families. What is your reaction just on that, basically?
Which government officials?
Politicians in particular.
Which politicians?
The allegation, Deputy President, that you in your position are using the...
Are you talking about me or politicians?
You in particular, with regards to just these allegations.
But I've answered. I don't use government money. There's no government money in those houses. So what are you looking for? It's not government money. So I don't know what are your problems. It's a private home. It's owned by the family. It's not government. So how does government come in? I work for government. I get paid a salary. That's all. I'm here to push development in the rural areas. Not to come and talk about my property in Cape Town. It's a private home. It's not owned by government.
Well, clearly, Mr. Deputy President is not happy about the line of questioning because he doesn't want to answer about a mansion that is valued around 30 million. And he says that it is owned by my son-in-law. One question I have, why are most politicians so rich? And why are they connected with rich people? Maybe Mkhwanazi is where he must get in because we must know what is going on. What does the son-in-law do? And this question is not coming from a bad place of hating. It is coming from what does he do to be owning such a big mansion? And why are you living at a mansion of your son-in-law? Must we really connect the dots into finding out what is really going on? And I know people have been chasing Paul Mashatile for such a long time about his involvement. For example, he just got fined 10,000 by Parliament for not disclosing a gift, a diamond gift that was given to his wife. And now Parliament says, pay us 10,000 because why would you not really come and tell us about this certain gift? Politicians are being given expensive gifts, diamonds, and you think a mere 30 million house is something to worry about. There are more bigger problems we can search and find from politicians. A 30 million house is something big, but if you go deeper, you'd really be shocked to find that politicians are rich people. You're probably listening to this video and you have a son-in-law. He doesn't even own a truck. He owns nothing, not even a quid. But here is a deputy president with a son-in-law owning a 30 million rents mansion. You want to compare life? You wonder, why are politicians so rich? They're getting just 3 million salary per year. And you want to really look into it, you would find that these people are really involved in huge businesses. That is when we need to take a phone and call Mr. Mkwanazi and find out, can you really go and search what is going on there in Constantia? And as for the journalist, I really feel sorry for him because of all people, Paul Mashatile is the one that grills you. He is not someone who speaks a lot. He does action on the side. He doesn't speak a lot. And for him to put you on blast like that, I feel sorry for you, my man. But we've had the message. You tried to put a question there. He answered, but at the end of the day, for you to be so angry about the question of a house in Constantia, we must dig deeper. Because politicians are not supposed to be rich. But in the country, almost all politicians in parliament are richer than the normal people that are pushing real businesses. Why? Well, maybe politics is just a cover up on the businesses that they're doing. If you go deeper, forget about this thing of declaring to parliament. These guys are maneuvering in such a way that not even parliament can really go to them and bring them down. At the end of the day, they are the ones that are running the country. We wait for the ad hoc committee into the allegations of Mkwanazi. Maybe, just maybe, that Constantia mansion might come out. But until then, we'll take the word of our very own Deputy President, Mr. Paul Mashatile.